Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Tuesday, July 6th. These are the charts of the day. Market was kind of shaky today, but held on to some gains, and I'm looking to see if we can get some further upside before we roll over even harder. But if that occurs, we'll see. Meanwhile, some stocks that are acting pretty well. Look at the little chart here on Acorn, AKRX. In April, the stock moved up quite nicely from about $1.30, more than doubling, nearly tripling up to $3.30. And over the last couple of months, it's formed kind of an ascending wedge or coil with a double top up around 330. That's the level we want to look at for a breakout. But during this consolidation, look at the ever-increasing on-balance volume, which indicates accumulation, and money stream, balance of power is acting well. Stocks above its moving averages and support. And should it get a break to the upside, we would look for a quick move that takes us to the 4.5 zone. That's our trading target on a short-term basis. Strong day today for BWEN Energy, BWEN, which jumped 45 cents or 16%, although at one point it was up substantially higher. You'll see where it backed off from, reaching as high as 383 this morning. Popping above the 50-day moving average and lateral price resistance, the stock ran up to 383 and backed off. But with strong volume and strong surging technicals, I'm looking for more upside in this stock. If it can get through today's high, I'd be looking for a move that takes it up to 4.5 and then 5 3/4, 6 zone. That's my intermediate and longer term target. MEND, microcendovascular, moved across a 4 or 5 month declining tops line on Friday and then followed through a bit today, reaching as high as 22 before backing off. It's still up 22%. Volume and technical surging. It looks like this one is going counter trend to the indices and not having and displaying strong relative strength. The stock, if it gets through here, has some resistance in the mid-20s. That's my short-term trading target, and then something in the high 20s on an intermediate basis. Another stock with a big day today was NEXMD, which NEXMD, which popped $1.64, 74.5% on 2 million shares, the biggest volume this year. A significant price volume surge that took it through the 10 and 21-day moving averages, expecting a test of the 50 and price resistance up in the 5.5 zone. That's where I'd like to see that stock test in the next few days. Prolor Biotech, PBTH, which remains one of our Fab 40, and then the beautiful rising channel. Currently continues in a consolidation, low volume at the apex of a coil. A breakout could lead to a retest of the 8.5 range, and then a move up towards the 10-11 zone, my intermediate target. PCYC, Pharmacolytics, which was in a very strong run up until April high, then backed off and consolidated, double bottomed around the 5.5 range, moved back up towards 7, and then currently consolidating. You can see the little pop it had today, nearly 3%, maybe the beginning of a new move, but once it gets across 7.5, I'm looking for a move that takes it back up to test the highs about 8.5. Beyond that, intermediate target at 10. Another member of our Fab 40 is Polypore International, PPO, which is in a beautiful rising channel and showing excellent relative market strength in a weaker market these days. With the top of the channel up around the 29 level, that would be my short to intermediate target, a longer term target in the mid-30s, but certainly a nice technical pattern. PWER had a significant day after the big run up in March, April, and early May. The stock has backed off for a couple months and consolidated nicely. Today's pop takes it out over a short-term declining tops line and increasing with 4.4 million traded, up nearly 10% today. The stock could run up quickly and test the 8.25 range, which is short-term resistance. But beyond that, a move up towards the 10.5, 11 zone would be my trading target. Radcom, RDCM, which had moved out of the 2.5 month wedge, has now been sitting quietly and starting to edge higher here on light volume. But if it could accelerate here, we could see a test of 7, my short-term target, and perhaps an additional run to the 9 range, my intermediate target. And VQ Vinoco, which is an oil and gas drilling and exploration company, is doing very well of late. This big run-up was followed by this 3-wave decline in an orderly fashion on low volume, but technicals held up very well. As a matter of fact, starting to surge here with volume as the stock popped $1.02 today, or 6.25%. Short-term target at 19.25. If that's taken out, we can look for something around 21, 22. Now, a quick look at some of the better acting ultra shorts here. The DRV, you can see, ran up to key overhead resistance at multiple tops in the 9.5 range, and got up to 914 today, closing at 889, up 56 cents. Expect potentially a test of that and maybe a takeout. If that is taken out, look for a move to 11.25, my short range target, and then an intermediate target closer to 13. FAZ had a good day as well, although and they reversed off the lows, jumping from 1696 to 1875, closing at 1816. Down 15 cents today, but still consolidating near these highs, and a move across the 18.75, 19 zone could get it up towards the 22, 24 zone, my trading target on a shorter to intermediate basis. Lastly, the TZA also acting well, made a new rally high and a four-month high today, up against resistance with the target up around 11.5 next, should it continue to accelerate through here. That's it for today. The market is on tenuous ground, and we'll have to see what kind of support holds and where we are able to rally back from. But today's action was not a good start to the week. We'll see how it goes.